Hello, Fright Night Society fans. My name is Hope. You probably recognize me from the other Fright Night videos. I'm making this video for two reasons. One, to explain what happened to Fright Night Season 2, Episode 2, and two, to give a little insight into the history of Fright Night. Our Season 2, Episode 2 was one big live where we all met up in person and shared our stories live on the Facebook group. It was a wonderful time. Unfortunately, when I went back and collected all of Fright Night's videos from that group, I wasn't able to find Fright Night Live. So this video is going to have to be a stand-in for Season 2, Episode 2. However, I think it'll be an interesting ride for you guys. So let's talk about the history of the Fright Night Society. So as I mentioned before, the Fright Night Society began in someone else's Facebook group. Andy and the original members of Fright Night were all a part of this group. How did Fright Night get started then? Well, Andy had made a post in the group one Friday night. He shared a spooky story and labeled it Fright Night Friday. He also shared that he would be doing that every week. I love the idea of sharing scary stories. So what did I do? I asked him to join in posting something spooky next Friday. And so, Fright Night began. Season 1, Episode 1 was just Andy by himself, and Season 2, Episode 2 was the both of us. Fright Night continued to grow from there, and it was still inside that little group. We kept making content in that group until there was some unfortunate misunderstandings between us and the group leader. So at the beginning of Season 3, the Fright Night Society page was officially born. This is the Facebook page where you see all of us posting. Through the seasons of Fright Night, our little group has grown and changed, but our group leader, Andy, and myself have been here since the beginning. Now we're just continuing to get bigger and bigger. That's the reason we started this YouTube channel, and I'm the one in charge of it. So what about the other members of Fright Night? Well, we were all asked, why Fright Night? And everyone came up with a great answer.
Jamie. I decided to be part of Fright Night because I wanted to be part of something with creative minds and wanted to bring a little spookiness to your life.
Why Fright Night? Because we love all things dark and creepy. Cheers.
So, why did I join Fright Night? Well, I'm a writer. I really enjoy scary stories and, well, any type of short story. I was actually the second member of Fright Night, and I joined just because Andy had been posting what he called Fright Night Fridays, and I asked to join him. And there Fright Night began. I'm really happy to be here, and I look forward to the rest of the season.
Hey guys, it's me, Shelby. Just wanted to give you a brief explanation of why I joined Midnight Manor. I was a guest star in the Pain Road episode last year, and Jessica is my best friend, so she kind of pulled me in. I fell in love with the people, and the idea of it is just amazing. And I really like scary stories because I like the feeling of being scared. I don't know. It's just kind of the adrenaline rush for me. So, alright, be sure to tune in. Thanks.
Angel here. I joined the Fright Night Society in hopes to express myself creatively and have a group of friends that we could talk about something similarly about and have fun with it.
Hi everyone, my name is Jessie. I joined Fright Night because I met Andy through my husband. His husband and my husband are cousins, so we're essentially family. I really love everybody in the group. I was really surprised that they did become more like a family than just a little, every once in a while group hangout thing. I've always been very into spooky stories. I used to go to Payne Road all the time, so if any of y'all know about that road, then you know. So it's been really great being able to just talk to a bunch of people and actually get to like share spooky stories with everyone, and I cannot wait to continue this. Thank you.
Hi there, I'm Jennifer Johnson Brown. I'm one of the mistresses of the Manor House, and I'm super excited to be part of the Fright Night Society because it gave me a way to kind of not be so sweet and innocent all the time, and I get to be a little bit more haunting, and that's really nice when you're kind of stereotyped as the good girl. So I just really enjoy being here and having fun with my friends.
Hello, Fright Night fans. I'm Amy Marie, also known as the Mistress of Darkness of Fright Night, Midnight Manor. I joined Fright Night after I was a guest on Season 2 for When a Stranger Calls. Andy kept on asking me, so I finally decided to join after I was the guest. Look forward to seeing everybody soon.
And that's exactly why Fright Night. Thank you so much for joining me in this little journey through Fright Night. I do have my story from Fright Night Live, and I'm going to put it at the end of this video. Thank you again to all of our fans and supporters out there. We at the Fright Night Society love you guys. Central heterochromia. I never knew just how important someone's eyes were. The year was 2350, 22 years after the Great Invasion. Aliens descended upon Earth and took every life that they could. History had no idea what they wanted, why they came, or why they killed so many. For 3 years, the world's militaries fought these monstrosities. On April 27th, 2328, as quickly as they had come 3 years before, they left. They had permanently changed humanity, as millions were dead, or worse, abducted in their departure. For the rest of the year, the world spent it cleaning up and honoring the dead or missing. My mom told me stories of the time during the invasion and afterwards when I was a kid. She would never tell me about before then, though. I thought it was strange, but she said pre-invasion times held bad memories that she didn't wish to relive. Because she told me these stories growing up, and the fact that I had a love for all things abnormal, I spent years researching the aliens and the invasion. My mom claimed the things were at least 8 feet tall, had midnight blue skin, 4 arms, and their legs had a backwards joint, similar to how a dog's legs bend. They sounded so menacing, but the more she told me, the more interested I was. I was also fascinated with literature from pre-invasion times. I spent a lot of time on websites that were known as conspiracy theorist hubs. Some of their ideas and theories were ridiculous, but in reality, some people had really good information. One day I stumbled across a post about pre-invasion literature. A lot of it was contained in these facilities that were going extinct, which were called libraries. A post contained a list of some of the world's remaining libraries, including one right in my hometown. I went there as soon as I could and found myself in a strange-smelling building surrounded by physical books. The librarian working there was an elderly man with dark gray hair. He helped me find some interesting books, and I sat down at one of the tables for a while to read. Among the things he had given me were a few scientific journals. One of those journals was a study about melanin in human eyes. The scientists discovered that with a moderate amount of melanin, the iris would turn green, which had never happened naturally before. I reread the same paragraph multiple times. Green eyes weren't natural back then, but I know several green-eyed people. I kept reading, but nothing stuck with me as much as that. I returned everything to the librarian before I left and went home to write down my findings on my favorite conspiracy site. A few days later, I received a private message from someone about my post. They said they had the truth, but not to share it with anyone else. They sent me a document that looked like classified government information. I quickly read it and discovered that green eyes in fact did not unnaturally occur in humans. Green-eyed people were believed to be aliens that had taken a human disguise, but were unable to mimic our spectrum of eye colors. I had to step away from my computer. I couldn't believe what I was reading, yet every bit of it looked official. I stopped at my dresser and looked at a picture of my mom. Her green eyes stared back at me. I went back to the computer. I read on, and the document started explaining a new condition that had appeared in the younger generation. My generation. It's called central heterochromia. It explained heterochromia and its subtypes as well. Heterochromia, a benign condition in which one individual's eyes have more than one color contained in the iris. Central heterochromia, A type of heterochromia in which the individual's eyes have an inner ring of color around the pupil that is a different color from the rest of the iris. The outer ring of the color is the individual's true eye color. This condition was present in children that were offspring of a human and an alien in disguise. According to this, my mom wasn't from Earth. I got up and walked to my mirror. I looked into my own blue and green eyes. According to the definition, I had central heterochromia. Apparently I wasn't an Earthling either.